guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys know, I just got the iPhone XR. So I wanted to show you guys what apps I have on my iPhone currently. So I had everything transferred from my old iPhone onto this iPhone at the Sprint store, so I didn't have to worry about re-downloading apps and things like that. I just have all the apps that I use all the time on here. So I'm going to be putting the screen recording right here so you guys can see the apps as I go through them. The first app that I'm going to start with is the Drop app. I actually got this a little bit ago, probably towards the end of last year. My sister showed it to me. So this app is awesome because you can attach it to, I think, 5 different stores that are the stores that you shop at the most. So one of the ones that I have is Trader Joe's, another one is Starbucks, and then I think the others are probably Safeway or something like that. I can't quite remember, but they're the stores that I shop at the most that they have available to connect to. Okay, that's right. So I have it connected to Trader Joe's, Target, Safeway, Starbucks, and Uber. So anytime that I go get groceries at Trader Joe's or Safeway, or anytime that I get a Starbucks drink or use an Uber, it basically will give me points. And then once you get to 5,000 points, you can redeem those points for a $5 Starbucks gift card. If you get to 10,000 points, you can use it to redeem a $10 gift card to Starbucks, or some of the other ones that they have on here would be AMC, Domino's, Dunkin' Donuts, they have Nordstrom. You can use it to redeem an Amazon gift card, all kinds of things. So basically, you're being paid back for the purchases that you make. I like to redeem mine for Starbucks drinks just so I can have a perk during the week. So I love this app, and it's definitely one that you guys are going to want to download. So the next app is Lightroom. This is what I use to edit my photos. So in my edits, I basically have presets that I have placed onto the photos, and all I have to do is copy and paste the preset onto a new photo that I want to edit, and then just kind of tweak it around by adjusting the exposure, saturation, things like that. So this is what I use to edit all of my photos. I love Lightroom. This is the actually the free app. So I think desktop you have to pay for, and then mobile is free. So I don't have to pay anything for Lightroom on my mobile, which is awesome. So the next app down the line is OfferUp. So I use OfferUp to sell furniture that I don't want anymore. And then occasionally I have bought things on OfferUp. But it's an awesome way to make some extra money with things that you don't want anymore. I've actually sold a lot through OfferUp, which is awesome. So I just like this better than Craigslist because I think it's a little bit more safe and reliable, and it's easier to find things and sell things on this app. So I like it a lot better than Craigslist. The next app is Spotify, which I actually just re-downloaded, and I've been trying to figure out what my old account was on here. For some reason, I have not been able to log back into my old Spotify, which sucks because I had so many songs on there and playlists that I really loved, and I haven't had any luck yet trying to sign back in. So I'm probably just gonna have to go ahead and start making new playlists. But what's nice about Spotify is that instead of Pandora, which I do use a lot too on Spotify, you can create playlists. Pandora, you kind of just listen to stations and it plays music randomly. So Spotify is awesome if you want to create your own playlists. Then the next app is Pandora, which I mentioned I do listen to a ton. My favorite stations on Pandora are the Louis Armstrong radio for jazz music. I like the 60s French pop radio. I think that one's kind of fun. Zombies radio for oldies, Mac DeMarco radio, just to name a few. So I like to play these randomly when I'm cooking or taking a shower, things like that. It's just nice to have music playing in the background. The next app that I actually use very frequently is Pinterest. So my Pinterest is The Urban Darling. That's the same on my Twitter, my Instagram, and Facebook. It's all The Urban Darling, so it's really easy to find all my socials if you guys are interested in following me on my socials. So on Pinterest, I have a ton of different boards, interiors, party, so that's like party inspiration, travel inspiration, stuff about plants. I have like tons of different boards, and I love scrolling through the home screen and pinning things to my boards just whenever I have like some free time. So if I'm bored at home, like watching a TV show, or if I'm like running errands and having to like wait in lines, I just pin away. So I love Pinterest. It's definitely a great way to pass the time by. And then I also have boards with my personal pins that lead to like my blog, some Instagram photos, things like that, so that people can also find my content through Pinterest. The next app is Instagram. Pretty self-explanatory. My Instagram is The Urban Darling, in case you guys want to follow that. I post a lot of content. That's like my main job, in case you guys didn't know. I create content for brands on Instagram, mainly travel content, some fashion, and things like that. So if you guys like that kind of content, definitely give me a follow. So the next app that I use a ton is called and this is actually what I use to plan out my Instagram feed. So this really helps me to see what the photos are going to look like side by side. I like to try to make sure that the colors like tie in throughout my feed. So is awesome for that. The next app is Starbucks. So I got the Starbucks rewards app I think at some point last year, and I hadn't ever had it before, and I'm really glad that I finally created a Starbucks rewards account, because now whenever I go, I can earn points towards a free drink. So I'm actually a gold star, which means that I only have to gain 125 points until I get my free drink. So Stu and I like to go to Starbucks to get work done like once or twice a week, so it's pretty easy to rack up my points, and after I reach 125 stars, I get my free drink. So that's awesome. They also send you emails for chances to win like bonus stars. So like on certain days, if you go in and buy a drink after like 3 p.m. or something, I think it is, you can get double stars, and they have like a ton of other things like that, so you can gain your points faster. The next app is Sell on Etsy. I actually have an Etsy shop where I sell home decor. So right now I'm selling letterboards, neon signs, wall hangings, things like that. So my Sell on Etsy app basically lets me know if I have a message from someone or if somebody has placed an order. So if you like to create handcrafted goods, Etsy's awesome for that. I also have a friend who sells vintage clothing on there. I myself used to sell vintage clothing on there. Now I just sell the home decor items. Etsy's awesome if you have things like that that you want to sell. So the next app is Unfold. So Unfold is what I use to create my Instagram stories. There are a ton of cool templates on here that you can use just to like spice up your Insta stories and make them like fun and interesting. I have basically most of the basic templates, and then I did go ahead and purchase the FF1 templates, which basically look like Polaroids and film photos and stuff like that. So that's the one that I use the most, and then next to that I use the CS1 templates a lot. Okay, so I just have a few more apps that I want to talk about. One of those is Yelp. So I use Yelp quite often when I want to go out to eat. I'll use it to look up like different brunch places, so I can look at reviews, photos of the interior. Sometimes people put pictures of the menu on there so I can know how expensive the restaurant is. So I use that a lot for that. I also use it to look up like gas stations when I'm running out of gas, coffee shops, things like that. So I definitely like Yelp for reviewing places before I go ahead and visit. Another app that's actually one of the general apps that comes on your iPhone is the Health app, and I use that one a ton. So I never really knew what it was before, but and there's tons of features that you can do on here. I really only use it for one thing, which is to track how many steps I'm getting each day. So if you guys don't know, I work from home as a content creator. So when I first started doing this job full time, I basically was like sitting at my desk all the time or sitting on my couch all the time, and I wasn't getting as many steps in as I used to get when I had a regular full-time job. So I started realizing, once my sister told me how many steps that she was getting at her job, I realized that I was hardly getting any steps, like under 1,200 each day. And the thing is that you're actually supposed to get 10,000 steps a day. So I was obviously like well below that. 1,200 is not so good. So ever since she made me aware of that, I've been trying to get a lot more steps in. So you have to have your phone on you to be able to like track how many steps you're getting. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's not that big of a deal. A lot of the times I'll just like walk around my apartment while browsing through Pinterest or editing photos just so I get some steps in. I've also been trying to go on a lot more walks. I try to go on a small walk every day, and then sometimes if I have a bit more time, I'll go on a nice long walk with coffee and look around at like houses and stuff like that. So I've been using this to track all those steps. I've been getting a lot more steps lately, which is awesome. I don't always hit 10,000, sometimes only hit like 6,000, but it does make a difference, and I've definitely noticed that I've lost some weight since I've been doing this. So that is a good tip if you are wanting to make sure that you're staying healthy. It's really great for tracking that. This is actually a temporary case that I bought when I got my iPhone XR. I'm going to be getting a new one soon. I kind of want like a copper one or a marble one, something like that. So this is just a temporary case. So those are all of the apps that I use on my iPhone. I used to have more apps, but I found that I wasn't using them that often, so I've definitely narrowed it down. So all the apps I talked about are apps that I use all the time. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more iPhone videos, maybe like an iPhone XR review, let me know and I will definitely create that for you guys if you are interested in that. If you guys aren't subscribed already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your bell notifications so that you guys will be notified whenever I have a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!